When your team work remotely, it's paramount importance that they communicate with you in a timely manner when they will be unable to do their tasks, especially if there is dependencies on other people, or if their work is required for other people to do their jobs, right? The reason for this is if they don't do their job, someone else can't, right? The sooner you know about it, the sooner you can put into place cover so that it doesn't affect business as usual, essentially. We've just had a new guy join the team, and today he told us that he was sorry that he'd been a bit quiet. We work fully remote, so we hadn't really heard from him for a few days. And he was sorry it's been quiet, he had some stuff going on. So Hal went about reinforcing this with saying thank you so much for stepping up and letting us know, and that's what we need. In the future, if you can do it as soon as a thing happens, that makes it easier on everybody, on you, so you don't have to be stressed about the work you haven't done, us on giving us as much time as possible to find a solution so that you don't have to do your work and no one's relying on you, essentially. Last minute dropouts are a real pain in the bum, and when you have a fully remote team, it's really easy for someone to just not show up, especially if they work in an independent silo, i.e. they don't have a direct manager that's checking in on them like every single day, or even every hour of every day, because in an office, like, you notice when someone doesn't show up, but online you don't. So if you are an employee, do this. It's that simple. Like, when you have a situation that is going to alter your output of work, you need to let the person above you know so that they can then reprioritize your efforts. Because if they take it on the chin and say, thanks for that, hearing it, okay, now you can just ignore this piece of work, I need you just to focus all your efforts on this one bit. They have now taken the slack on that bit that they've said don't worry about. That's now their call, not yours. And so if someone further up the line goes, why wasn't that done? It's not on you anymore. Whereas if you make that decision without the information that they might have and not disclosed, you might make the wrong call for the business, right? So this is going to be really helpful for whether you are running a business or if you are an employee, of how to do this to maintain the best relationship possible both ways. It makes both parties' lives way easier. And it's just about giving that piece of information as soon as it becomes available. You know, like, people aren't going to be mad, people understand, but people will be mad if you mismatch expectations. If they're expecting you to be somewhere to do something and you don't, that's a problem. If you say ahead of time, hey, I'm going to have to do, or I've got this situation, I'm worried about this, can you assist me? You'll then come up with an agreement on how to go forwards, and your expectations are now aligned. And so they can't be upset, right? It may not be the best news of the day, but you're definitely going to avoid a falling out. And if you have just started an online business, this is super important to get right and took us so long to learn. And it seems really obvious because it's just like common courtesy stuff that you'd be surprised a lot of people don't do. So there we go, little business insight for today. Have a great one. Peace.